Tower of Fantasy has 2 boob sliders. So this is an MMO that's coming out tomorrow. I do plan on playing it. I'm pretty excited to see what this game's going to have for us. And, you know, we'll see what it's going to be.
Tower of Fantasy Global is almost here, and I wanted to share with you guys my thought on it after playing it for around 1 month. For you guys who didn't know, Tower of Fantasy is an anime-like open-world adventure RPG
I can see that.
with a hack-and-slash combat system that are very resemble Honkai Impact. But instead of switching character, in Tower of Fantasy, you will be switching between 3 weapons.
So it's like New World. Except instead of having all fucking hairy, sweaty men, it's anime booba girls. Okay, alright.
There are world boss raids, player versus player, and of course, the most important things of all, collecting waifu and husbando.
Yeah. Wow.
But there is some factor that, in my opinion, really made the game special.
What's that?
The first one is its character customization.
This is the...
For me, personally, special. The first one...
Okay, let's see. I can't... Oh, you can give her... You can... Yeah, see, look at that. You could give her a beanie, headphones, bunny ears. I don't know what that is, or cat ears. So you can customize which ears she has. That's very good.
Is its character customization.
Smart.
For me personally, Tower of Fantasy shined the most on its massive freedom of character customization.
I'm excited
Starting
to
from
do
the
that.
head to toe, almost everything are customizable.
Look at
head
that.
to toe, almost everything are customizable.
Like, just by switching the characters, it caused the characters' boobs to jiggle. Watch this.
Starting from
This
the
is
head
just
to
by
toe,
swapping
almost
characters.
everything are customizable.
See that?
Eye, height, hair, and even the badonkers. This massive customization was also enables you to cosplay as your favorite anime character.
Okay.
Isn't that just insanely fun to do?
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
And, of course, there is also some cosmetic like outfit for your character that you can buy with real money.
Shut up and take my money.
Next, let's talk about its combat system.
Yeah.
Tower of Fantasy combat is heavily focused on hack and slash mechanic, where you will be releasing a flurry of attacks while switching your 3 weapons back and forward.
Yeah.
Each weapon has 1 normal skill and 1 discharge skill, which will automatically activate when you switch them in.
Okay.
Each weapon has 1 normal skill and 1 discharge skill, which will automatically activate it when you switch them in. What's more is that there is lots of normal attack combo variation for each one of them. So much in fact, you can create your own combo that suits your own playstyle.
Cool. That sounds cool.
There are lots of weapon variant for you to choose.
How do you get the weapons?
Starting from
I see there's stars next to the weapons. How do you get those? I wonder. I mean, man, I wonder why that's gonna be. I'm sure it's probably by clearing high-end raids and dungeons, and maybe the stars are from achieving different breakpoints in a PvP matchmaking system, or something like that, right? I mean, it's got to be like, I mean, some kind of fucking like, I mean, surely, yeah.
Sword, hammer, katana, dual dagger,
Yeah.
up until ranged weapons like bow and gun. Oh, and of course, each weapon are special and has their own 5 to 6 unique normal attack combo and elements. There are a total of 4 elements. Ice.
How many elements are there in Genshin? There's 7? Okay. Well, I'm sure they'll get there.
Bolt, flame, and physical, where each of them can inflict a different debuff to the enemy,
I just
such
assumed
as
it was 4,
burning,
actually.
freeze,
I
and
haven't played
paralyze.
Genshin Impact before. That looked cool.
But please be wary, as the enemies also has some resistance towards some element. So make sure to distribute your weapon element evenly to easily defeat those enemies.
Yeah,
oh,
makes
and
sense.
one more thing. There is this mechanic called Perfect Dodge in Tower of Fantasy, which when you dodge an attack perfectly, the world will be slowed down and give you the chance to counterattack the enemy.
How does
Just
that
like
work
Time
with other
Fracture in
players?
Honkai Impact.
That's cool.
Now,
Yeah, it's like bullet
world.
time or something, yeah.
because it was an open world game, you
I
can
wonder how that works with other players. Like, are they stunned for the other players, or what is that? I don't know. Maybe if other players are around, it doesn't trigger.
expect it to look and feel like Genshin Impact open world.
Yeah.
There are Tower of Fantasy version of Statue of Seven, which will open up the map and teleportation waypoint to instantly teleport to other places.
Great.
There will be also dungeon and chests there that are scattered around the world to be found.
Okay. It's the same map. Well, if it worked once, it'll work again, right? Password chest. You obtain rare materials with it if you open it with a key. Okay. Where's you? How much are the keys?
Oh, and you need to know this. One of the chests are called Supply Pot, and by opening it, you can get a Dark Crystal and Gold Nucleus, which is equal to Primogems and Acquainted Fate. Yep, that's right, easy free rolls by just opening chests. You can also get the Gold Nucleus from clearing puzzles.
Okay.
And of course,
Oh.
you can do things like
Okay.
swimming, climbing,
Man, they really, I just want you guys to see, like, what the comparison here was. It's lit. I wonder, yeah, I don't think this one's an ad, guys. Is this even legal?
and gliding, just like in Genshin Impact.
Just,
Heck,
yep.
not only that, they even has their own Paimon, a walking Paimon nonetheless. Maybe Genshin's Paimon could learn one or two things about exercise from
So they run around with like a little girl as a pet? Is that like it, like a, you know, like a pet in WoW where it like picks up loot for you and shit? No, guys, yeah, it's okay. She's 900 years old. Child slavery? Yeah, whatever.
Tower of Fantasy Paimon.
She's a robot.
Now, let's talk
Yeah.
about relics.
Sure, sir.
Relics
Come
are
with us.
tools that can be used to aid players when playing Tower of Fantasy, and it can be separated into two types. The combat relics and the exploration relics. There are a total of 22 relics that you can obtain, either from quest, clearing dungeon, or defeating enemies.
Okay, cool. Oh,
Next
you get a
one
mount?
is the mount.
Okay,
It's
alright.
basically your right for you to be able to traverse towards a location faster and easier.
It doesn't skip leg day, it seems. That's cool. I like that. Oh, it's like the Mechagon one. It's a giraffe. The ski mobile. It's basically a gun.
Then there is also
Oh,
the
wow.
world boss, where you can beat the ever-living heck out of it with your friends.
Okay, cool.
But what crazier is that by defeating the world boss, you can actually get a 5-star character as drop.
You can actually get it as a drop. So, I mean, you can get a 5-star gem as a drop in Diablo 3. Diablo Immortal. It's the same game, really. Okay.
Speaking of beating the ever-living heck out of the world boss with your friend, in Tower of Fantasy, you can also create a crew or guild. In this guild, you can finish a guild.
How many people can you have? So you can only have 165 people in the fucking guild. Bro, why not have like a 10,000?
Quest with the other guild members and get some rewards.
Be cool if there's 10,000. Level 4. I hate how Korean games do that shit. Oh my god.
You can also request items from your other guild member. How cool!
Wait, what?
You can also request items from your other guild member. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. But there is actually one thing that I really love from Tower of Fantasy.
Yeah?
And it was this massive assortment of unique minigames that you can try. By clearing the minigames, you can obtain points that can be exchanged with upgrade materials.
So they copied BFA World Quests. I had this game, but it was a real... Did any of y'all have this back whenever, like in the 90s, where you'd have the little fucking... Yeah. Yeah, and now it's in it you know, it's like one of these. That's crazy. Okay. That's cool. Yeah,
now,
that's all right.
Something that everyone always loved in this kind of game. The gacha system. In Tower of Fantasy, you can obtain characters and metrics from its gacha.
Really?
The character gacha piri is 80, and the metrics gacha piri is 40.
It's crazy how, like, there's already, like, a defined... We're gonna get it twisted, yeah. Gacha should be illegal. I think this is... I've always said that I don't think that loot boxes, they should be legal. I don't think so. I think that it should not be... It should not be legal. Shouldn't be able to have loot boxes. You should be able to have pay to win, but you should know exactly what you're buying.
But wait a minute, what's the point of character customization if we're gonna use the gacha character in the end?
Yeah, true.
Well, that's the neat part. In Tower of Fantasy, when you get a character, you will also get its weapon. And you can choose to not use the character, but still use the weapon.
I see.
Giving you all of the ability without changing your looks.
Wow. This is really gonna be a game, huh? At least this has a pity ending? Yeah. The pity ending in Diablo Immortal is that eventually you'll die.
But, of course, by not using the actual character for the weapon, the discharge skill will not show the exclusive animation.
Oh.
Just like in Genshin Impact,
that's fine.
There is a constellation system in the Tower of Fantasy. By unlocking...
I can't wait to play this with McConnell tomorrow. I'm sure he's gonna love it. I hope he already pre-downloaded. I'm sure he probably already did. Yeah, he's probably already done with the pre-download. Yeah. Yeah.
In the constellation, you will unlock the passive skills of the weapon. Oh, did I forget to mention that you can get the constellation by exchanging points that you get from pools? Just like the Starbuilder exchange.
I cannot imagine, like, I play these games as like a meme on my stream, right? Let me tell you, I would never do this in a million years off stream. I have never played a game like this off stream ever. Like, yeah, I get content out of this. I cannot imagine, how is it that you have a player base of primarily young people? Like, you know, I would say like 14 to 25. A lot of people that play these games are around that age. How is it that they literally use the word pulling? What is pulling a metaphor for? What is the metaphor? Like, what are you pulling? I mean, you're just clicking a button. So, like, where does the idea of pulling come from? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, holy shit. Pulling out? No, these are anime girls. It's obviously not what it means.
In Genshin, but instead of exchange it with a 4 stars, you can get 5 stars instead.
Wow.
The gacha rate was also slightly better than Genshin Impact. I even managed to obtain 3 5 stars in a single 10 pulls. In contrary,
I'm gonna be totally fucking honest. Like, I'll probably do this a little bit for content, but like, if the game is just it's just bullshit like that, the moment that people stop watching or stop caring is the moment that I stop caring. Like, I just do this shit for content, then like, that's it, bro. Surely rates will be the same on release. Yeah, exactly. 2 of them are the same. Yeah. Maybe it's fun, who knows? Yeah, maybe the game's fun. Like, Genshin Impact has stuff like this, but people have reassured me many times that you can still enjoy the game even if you don't play these elements of the game.
with Genshin Impact, I can't even manage to get 2 5-star in a single.
If I had $1 for every single time he said like Genshin Impact in this video, I could probably get 3 5 stars myself.
Thankful, even after playing it for 2 years.
Wow.
Based on this, I'm pretty confident that you can get a character up to Constellation 6 without even spending any money in
what?
this game.
6?
Besides the standard and limited character banner,
I thought we have to...
there are also Matrix banner and limited Matrix banner. But what is a Matrix? Well, to put it on a simple terms, Matrix is an artifact that you can put on your weapon to increase its power. You can put up to 4 Matrix in a single weapon, and each Matrix has their own unique set of effects. You can think Matrix as the artifact in Genshin Impact, but without its random substat.
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to roll for the Matrix, you could just farm it from dungeon or world boss, which of course will consume some energy.
Oh. Energy?
But
why?
please do take note that the farmable Matrix are the one that only existed in the Matrix banner. As for the limited Matrix, well, it's called limited for...
I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I'm completely zoned out. I have no idea what he's talking about with a banner. Like, I've never played one of these bullshit games before. I have no idea. Like, I'm like, a banner, like, is this like a picture of your character? Like, is the fucking legendary version one where she's like wearing a bikini, or, you know, it's like an OnlyFans thing? Like, I don't know.
For an obvious reason, right?
I don't...
So, in the end, if you are just too lazy to farm your Matrix, you can always rely to the power of money. If you are actively playing Tower of Fantasy, you will be rewarded with its daily login, which will give you a free pulse.
Really?
There is also Bygone Phantasm that's basically an abyss for Tower of Fantasy. And, of course, there is also this PvP where you can fight other random players.
Do you get to use the gear that you buy in PvP?
The PvP itself has a balancing system,
where
if you fight against the other, your stats and level will be balanced out with the other players. For example, currently my level are 74, but when I enter the PvP, my character level will be adjusted to 50. So it doesn't really matter if you are a whale or free to play, since you will rely solely on your skill to win.
Who cares?
In conclusion, Tower of Fantasy might not be as smooth as Genshin, but it genuinely had their own unique gameplay that are super interesting. And in addition, this game was also very F2P friendly, because you can potentially get all of the 5-star character in the standard banner and even possibly raise them up until C6. Since we can just farm the character either from world boss, killing monsters, daily quest, opening chests, and even exploration. Still though, for limited character and matrix, you will need Red Nucleus, the intertwined fate of Tower of Fantasy. But don't worry, the developers are actually quite generous with their free Red Nucleus and Dark Crystal. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys interested to try Tower of Fantasy? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below.
I mean, what else am I gonna do? Yeah, sure, try it out, see what happens. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll play it so you don't have to. Add a custom Amnesica? Oh my god. Okay, great. The music, yeah. I mean, like, we'll see what's gonna happen, man. I will try out the game and just see what happens. You know what I mean?
Managed to get to 5
Yeah,
stars.
I mean, that's the way I see it. Fuck. Just tell Ted Cruz they're letting players spend real money to gamble on loot boxes for a chance to win little slave girls. And tell them that it's not for capitalism, okay? It's for fucking communism. The little slave girls are communisms. All right, yeah, they're communists. Oh man, the world looks so dead and uninspired. Well, I don't know. I'll play the game and see what it's like. If it's a fun game, I'll keep playing it. If I don't want to, I won't play it. Like that's the way I look at it. And what's this here? Raid Riot MMO video with the world, so to watch it. I know I need to watch that. It's just like I want to have a time where I can watch it and like fully think about it. Like I'm gonna play this game tomorrow. We'll see what it's like. I mean, I hope it's good. If it's not good, then I don't know. I guess we won't play it. You know, like I'm not that. I'm not that much into it, you know, like it's, yeah, mainstream tomorrow. It's at night. Like, I don't know if I want to do mainstream for it or not. I'll probably turn on my cam just for YouTube content, like with making the character and everything. We'll try to make a character and give her the biggest boobs possible. And then I'll probably log on for like 10 minutes and quit the game. So that's the plan. You got a sponsorship? No, I'll just play it and see what it's like. I could have got a sponsorship for this game. There's a good chance I could have. I do reviews for MMOs a lot, and so I think it's like I would want to give it a fair shake and you know, not have it be like a sponsored thing or anything like that. Tectone City got one. Yeah, plenty of people got sponsorships to play it. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, I think that's okay if that's fine. But like a lot of them, their content isn't reviewing MMOs, you know? So like it's different for me. You see what I'm saying? Angry Joe is gonna rant about this shit. Yeah, I know. I remember the Diablo Immortal one. He was malding. You should try Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, I heard that the new Genshin Impact game, like Tectone said it was good. I don't know if it's good or not. I guess we're gonna have to find out. This video is so unbiased. Yeah, I think this was generally unbiased video. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I'll try it out. The combat looks solid. I've never played one of these bullshit games before. Yeah, that's what they are. What can I say, man? Look up Nicole from Zenless Zone Zero. Is this something I should look up on my other computer? 100 generic anime shit MMO for mobiles. This is no different. Well, there's a lot of... The difference with this one is that it's on PC. So that's why this one's so much different. Nicole... Alright. I'll look this up and just see what it is. Yeah. There we go. Game of the year, guys. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
But I'm telling you this right now. This is going to make or break the game. So let's figure out. I'm actually nervous.
Where's the
distortion? Please use my
Okay.
Based on Nicole's tight-fisted spending habits, I'd say your original analysis is likely correct. Enemy sucks. Yes, I agree. Right now they are target dummies, but we will see.
Okay. This
Okay,
seems
so
fine.
if you dodge the ability with right click, you get iframes.
Oh, this is the girl.
It's urgent. Billy, Andy, and the target of my commission have fallen into that. Let me talk to hot bitch. Dude, she's so cute. Oh my.
Oh
I hope
my
so.
god.
Things have been tight lately with the city founding Memorial Day just around
Oh,
the corner.
wow.
The hand has increased efforts to catch proxies. And even of a hotline. Things can go bad if we're not careful. So, which creditor is chasing after you this time,
Yeah.
Nicole? That's not it.
That is crazy.
That angry report on the Lido channel. Nicole gives a brief account of the conflict with the red thing.
How much do you want to bet that her boobs have more physics than half of the NPCs?
Gang some minutes later.
Yeah,
Naruhodo.
100%.
So Billy
All
and
in.
Andy fell into a hollow. Yeah, I have to get him out. So never mind. I'll leave you to
Okay.
the hollow to you. I'll provide support as soon as I can. Well then, let's get to business. Okay, this is good. Let's see. When's the first? Okay, so
Yeah, I'll try this out. Why not? Like, to me, Blizzard stock is crashing right now. I can see why. I mean, it's hard to beat this kind of a game. Well, it's actually not. Man. Try it, but it's gonna be lame. I think it could be lame too. I don't know. This is weeb territory. We're getting into it, guys. I don't really care. Like, I don't care about any of that stuff. I'll play any game if I think it'll be interesting or funny to watch. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about, like, oh, it's a weeb game or something like that. Yeah, that's whatever to me, man. Plans to watch Necrit video. I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll just watch it tomorrow. Like, I'll watch that video. It'll be the first thing I watch if I go live tomorrow. Okay? It'll be first thing I watch. And let's see. You excited about watching anything for the Alex Jones trial? I'll answer a few of these comments and shit real quick. What's this? It'll be fun for a few gimmicky minutes, get boring. We'll see what it's like, right? That's about it. We're at Sanctum, bro. Like, nobody wants to do the raid. People say Final Fantasy is a weeb game. Like, bro, this is like, people say Final Fantasy is a weeb game haven't seen this shit. Like, I'll tell you that right now. That's not it. Continue watching. I'll play it on mute. And just, you guys can look through the gameplay. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is a weeb game with that logic. Yeah, I mean, but like, the thing is that, like, there's like different degrees. It's like, Final Fantasy is like a weeb game for some people, but I think Genshin Impact and this game and Tower of Fantasy are a weeb game for a lot more people. Like, where are you on the, like, where's your weeb barometer? Blizzard struggles to have a bra for armor. Meanwhile, Korea and Japan get a full range of booba. Yeah, well, if you do that here, it's because you want women to be slaves or something. Like, I'm honestly, I think that stuff is fucking ridiculous just as much as you do. I think it's dumb as fuck. If it's Japanese, it's a weeb game. That's what some people think. It's a Chinese game. Does it even count? Do you honestly think these people understand the difference? Anybody that's calling it a weeb game, do you really think that they understand the difference between Japanese and Chinese? No, they don't. It's all the same to them. Like, let's just be honest here. Is Dark Souls a weeb game? It depends on if you're using the katana or not. The Uchigatana. Yeah, it's shit because it's pay to win mobile port. There's gonna be more and more games that are pay to win mobile games that go to PC because Lost Ark was really successful and it's still really successful. So we're gonna see probably even more of those. We're gonna see even more of those games come out. I think that it's like every game's a weak game. Yeah, every game's dying. They all suck. I think this is what's going to happen, right? Is you're going to see more and more of these games come out with these like pay-to-win features and stuff like that. It's going to be normal. Cam off of the stream only for recording YouTube videos. That's all. Lost Ark isn't on mobile though. No, it's not. But like, it doesn't really matter at a certain point because like there's going to be a convergence of like phone games and PC games. And there's a lot of games that you could play on PC like Genshin Impact, and you can also play on phone too. So I don't really think that's worth a distinction. It's not easy to think Genshin cost 200 million to make. Well, I mean, sure. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying this is what it is. You gauge the popularity of these games by how much hentai is produced for it. That's actually a really good way to look at it. I like that a lot. That's really smart. Genshin also made 3.6 billion in 1 year. Yeah, I should make a game like this. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I think it'll be a good idea. What means none of the multiplayer raid or dungeons be worthwhile, just tech doesn't support it? Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope the game is fun. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. Like, I like playing games that I find are fun. Like, I was watching Summit play Rust, and, like, that looked really cool. And I might play something like that. Let's see. What are the other games that I like? Are there any other games that I've seen recently that I wanted to play? Like, not really. It's just really Rust. That's it. Subnautica. Why do you want more money? Well, you can always have more money. Elden Ring again? Yeah, Elden Ring again or something like that. Final Fantasy's good? Yeah, I heard about that game. I hear about that a lot. So here's a little bit more of the gameplay. What's this? That was not hard to dodge, bro. Like, come on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll see what it's like whenever you're fighting the harder fights and everything and all that. Used to be a big Halo fan. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I didn't really play Destiny. I just never really got into it. The game looks awful. I think it's fine. I mean, I do think that, like, the more fantasy atmosphere is probably a little bit... I think... Because here's also another thing with these Genshin type games, right? Is that people have, like... They have, like, a literal investment in these games. Like, they've invested $20,000 into the game. It's going to be pretty hard to get them to play another game. Because they already put a lot of money into it. So it's like... It's going to be hard to get people to go from, like, oh, you're going to go play... you know, this game now after you play Genshin Impact. I don't know. Sunken cost, investment, whatever. Is that really true? I mean, like, logically, I think it's true. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's, like, something I'm not taking into consideration. But it sure seems true to me.